have been in the culinary industry since I was 14. About 8 years ago, I started working in the culinary field more as a cook and a chef position. So I've really worked my way up from the bottom all the way to the top. But one time I was driving by the restaurant and I saw the sign. I was like, free restaurant, I wonder how that works. Because it's something I had never heard of before. And the fact that it helped women and children was really appealing to me.
And I was really looking for a chef, and it was critical. Our little saying about Melissa is that she just fell out of heaven, truly. She really knows what to do with the donated food. It's a challenge, and she just rises to that every day.
We understand that a lot of these people, this may be their only meal that day, and we want to make sure that they're filling up in a healthy way. I love that people that have never tried Brussels sprouts have fallen in love with Brussels sprouts because of what we do here.
She is a single mom, so she's very much able to relate with the people that we serve here at the restaurant.
I love going out and talking to my diners. Every meal service, I try to get out there at least once to get to know the people that I'm with. We want the guests to feel that they're part of a bigger experience, that it's a dignified experience. We don't want anybody to come into the restaurant and feel like they're getting a handout.
She is choosing to use her skills in her life doing this for others, and that's a huge difference.
The rates of domestic violence here in Spokane are astronomical, and 1 in 3 teens will experience some type of dating abuse. I'm a survivor of dating abuse, unfortunately. In my early college years, it almost cost me my life, unfortunately, to a really dangerous man. So after I got the healing and the skills that I needed to understand really why I got involved with a situation like that, I just really felt the need and the desire to give back to other women and let them know that there was a hope out there for them. I had a young lady from Idaho who I've been working with, and she was an extremely courageous young lady. She just was in this relationship with this young man who subtly was just breaking down her spirit day by day. He would do things just like hold a gun to her head and say, bang, bang, oh, I'm just kidding, it's not loaded, and get over it, I'm just playing around. And she most recently spoke at our event and had the courage to take him to court to get a restraining order, and I think it was through the Red Flag program that made her have that kind of confidence that who she is enough and that she is priceless. And a huge component of our Red Flag program for girls is not only dating abuse prevention, but we have a real big influence on leadership development and character building, and we really encourage them to find what makes them mad and what they're passionate about, and how can they combine those two together to really make their statement in their community. People say, well, why me? What can I do? Everybody can do something.
This community center is a huge asset. Here I came and I could really impact a life, and I could, make a difference in kids' lives.
For my daughter to come here and be around male figures such as Rick, it has improved her self-esteem way more. My daughter loves coming here because she feels safe and she gets to be around people that care about her. Without the community center, I wouldn't have a lot of people in our lives, so it has impacted us by helping her find activities and friends, and just makes her happy, so it makes my life a little bit easier.
It takes a village to raise a child. Every one of the people in the audience has given back, and in the long run you can really see changes in the kids. And it's very rewarding when you know that you're making a positive difference in kids' lives when they come back and visit, and I can see in their eyes and how they respond to me that this place was very important and it impacted them in a positive way.
If there wasn't a Women Helping Women Fund, there are probably children who would go hungry, wouldn't have a place to sleep at night, wouldn't get the education that they need, wouldn't be able to take advantage of education that's available for them. to break that cycle of poverty that they've maybe been in, their family's been in for generations. The idea of helping women and children in our community, for me, is kind of a no-brainer, but the other piece of it was the philanthropy piece and women in philanthropy. And at that point, not every woman was able to just sit down and write a check herself, and it was a big deal. What that all, for me, comes down to is the power of the group, of pooling the money. First of all, as the average citizen, I may not even know what that organization is doing. And secondly, my $150, $200, whatever I might want to give to them, yes, would be help them, but it certainly would not help them as much as a grant from the Women Helping Women Fund. So by pooling our money, our impact is just multiplied many, many times. And then to each individual, you are giving something. You are giving of your treasure. You've made a decision to support the Women Helping Women Fund organization, and all we can say is thank you, thank you, thank you, and keep doing it.